So happy Tuesday to you. It is just after 4 p.m., which is really late for me to start. Normally I obviously start this vlog way early in the daytime, but the day is already kind of done for me, or at least for the next few hours. Tuesdays are my shorter day, but it's just been a crazy busy last 3 or 4 days, and so I haven't really got a chance to vlog much and haven't really got a chance to update you, so I want to make sure I at least did that. Let me tell you about the last couple of days. Alright, I put my girl to bed and I'm back in the editing lab. That's just what I decided to call it right there. But I'm back. I'm back to work. It's just after, it is 8 o'clock right now. And I'm just going to get back to work and do some editing. I didn't get a chance to do a ton of editing today because it was a shorter day, but I have a great night in front of me. I usually will stay up till right around midnight or 1 in the morning on Tuesday, so I got a good solid 5 hours to edit. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig in. I'm going to knock out this doc edit that I wanted to finish, and let's get right to work. We got stuff to do. So I know it's been a couple of days since I posted anything, at least vlog-wise, and just to give you a quick update, I had a wedding Saturday and Sunday this past weekend, so typically it's more normal that I have one wedding per weekend, but sometimes I have two. And when there are two, it's extremely busy because I am shooting all day on Saturday, from early in the morning till late at night. I get home, and unlike a typical night where I usually get home, I put my gear downstairs and I go to bed. I have to import everything, I have to back everything up, I have to format all the memory cards, I have to charge batteries, I have to do all that, and then get up the next day and do it all again. Overall, just 2 really good wedding days, and it was really enjoyable weekend. But because I worked Saturday and Sunday, unlike normally where I kind of jump right back into the work week on Monday and I'm ready to rock and I'm ready to roll, I decided to take that day kind of more as a family day because I wasn't with Kelsey at all this past weekend, because we had meetings Friday, had wedding Saturday and a wedding Sunday. I prioritized and made sure that I spent some time with my family. So I took Monday off, which is why I didn't really post anything that day. And today's Tuesday and I'm back on the grind. Actually, before I dig into that edit, there is one thing that I think is important that I really want to just talk about in today's kind of topic per se. And that is the idea of the work-life balance. You see, when I quit my job, or decided that I was going to quit my job about 3 months ago at the church, a huge factor that went into that was the fact that as my wife and I looked at life, we looked at what was upcoming with our child that is on the way in July, and we looked at the current situation and realized that I was working a ton between the church and 4LC Studios, and I really just wasn't giving much time to my family because I didn't have any left. It wasn't that I didn't desire to, it was that I just didn't possibly have the time, and because of that we knew we had to make a change. What I realized very quickly, and I think a lot of entrepreneurs fail at, is that they think that if they make a lot of money and they work their tail off and they work and work and work and work and work, that their spouse, let's say if they're a wife, if they're a husband, if they're a wife, then maybe their husband, whatever it is, they think that if they work, that their significant other will just be so proud of the fact that they're a hard worker, and as long as they're making money and making all the ends meet, they'll kind of just sacrifice their family. And I think that if we were honest with ourselves, if you were honest with your spouse, if your spouse was able to be honest with you, there's a good chance that, like my wife, she would say, or he would say, I'd rather have a little bit more time with you than a little bit more money. Because you see, there's one thing if you're barely making ends meet, you have to work your tail off just to make ends meet. That's an entirely different story. The people that I'm talking about are the workaholics that are making plenty of money to live and living comfortably, and yet they're still not content, so they work more and more and more and more. You see, I think if we were to actually be able to have an honest conversation with our significant other, you might be surprised by the fact that they probably would be interested in some more time with you rather than a few more dollars in their bank account. Because you see, money doesn't last forever, and it can be gone in an instant, and we could make more. You could lose everything you have and you can make more money, and you can make more money eventually. But if you lose the people around you, if you lose the people you love, you can't get them back. And I think sometimes we overvalue how much we need to work versus how important it is to actually have a family and to have people around you that know you love them and you want to spend time with them. And you see, when I move on from this life, when I am no longer here, I want my kids to remember one main thing, and that is the fact that their father was around, that he loved them, and when he was with them, he spent time with them. Because I don't want to be a person that they remember as he was a really, really, really hard worker, but he was never home for dinner. He was never around for our baseball games, our cheerleading events, our soccer games, whatever it is. I never want to be remembered as someone who worked so hard to make sure that they were fulfilled and that they had food on their plate, but neglected them entirely. Because you see, your kids don't really understand the concept of money, but they do understand whether you're there for them or whether you're not. Hope that helps. So I don't know if you caught it, the one vlog where I talked about the ironicness of the fact that right after I did that GH5 versus A7S II review, my camera just entirely stopped working. It's just so funny, but you turn it on, turns right back off. Literally was working perfect. It's been working perfect since I got it like a year ago. I did that review, and as I was shooting the review, specifically pointing out what I didn't like about the camera, it just stopped working entirely. What are the odds of that happening? It is just really funny. The good news is Sony does take care of me. I gotta say, I like the company a lot. I'm a pro support member, so I don't pay anything at all to send it back. They sent me a loaner that I can use between then and now. I don't pay for the repair, so it's all great. They take great care of me. It just is kind of funny. As weird as it feels, I do not have a wedding this weekend, which is awesome because I actually have to lead at the church on Sunday, so I'm actually gone for most of Sunday leading at the church instead, and I'm gone to Thursday for rehearsal. So it actually works out great because I will be able to kind of shift my schedule around, and I probably won't work Friday because I'll be gone Sunday, and it works out great, and it's just part of what I love about this, being able to just like adjust the schedule and make it work according to what my family likes and what my family needs, and I just love it. Life is so good right now, and so are you. I appreciate you watching. Every single thing that I post is literally just for the sake of getting something out there all the time, and I hope it inspires you in some way. I don't know what way. Maybe it's to be better at video, maybe it's to be better in business, maybe it's to just have fun, to create more. I don't know, but thanks for watching. Tomorrow's gonna be another great day, and I'm just excited to share it with you. Got some filming to do tomorrow, so I'll catch you then. It's about 11 o'clock. Gotta edit this vlog sometime.